has some proud flesh right now, so I thought I'd show you guys how I'm taking care of the wound. After gathering the products, we have the prescription, bitter yuck, medical tape, medium gauze, vet wrap, gloves, and even a hoof stand. I'm going to start by just preparing everything, so taking everything out of their packages. This includes unwrapping some of the vet wrap and rewrapping it to help with a little bit less tension when it comes to actually wrapping the foot. All I'm doing is unwrapping part of it and then slowly rewrapping it by just laying it over itself. Another thing, I'm going to open up the gauze pad, get the gauze pad set on top so it's prepared for the medication. I'm also going to take off a piece of tape. This is one that's just an inch or so longer than the gauze pad on each side. After I secure the gauze pad to the tape, I'm going to put a glove on to get ready for the medication. Some people prefer to put the medication straight on the wound. I prefer on the pad so that I can continuously stick my gloved hand back into the medication without getting it dirty. After wiping the excess medication back in the tub, I'm going to remove the glove, making sure to get all the medication on the inside. I always bring Penny into this clean, dry area because obviously it's muddy season. One of the tools I forgot to mention earlier was a pair of blunt-tipped bandage scissors. This helps prevent stabbing the horse while you're trying to cut off the bandage. Having this excess vet wrap stuck to the bottom of her foot was actually a good sign that I had a good wrap going on and it wasn't going to slide up her leg. This is the proud flesh after only a few days of the prescription, and you can see the drastic changes between September 7th, September 12th, and today's. The first thing I need to do is make sure the areas are clean and dry, so I'm going to scrape off all the mud, clean out her feet so that I have a clean area to work with. Yes, my outfit did change slightly because I literally forgot to actually film the bandaging. You don't have to have a hoof jack to be able to bandage, but I'll tell you, it makes life so much easier. Being super careful to not get any of the medication dirty, I'm going to place that directly over the wound and kind of pat it down, make sure the tape's secure. The tension for vet wrap is a little bit hard to explain, and you want to be careful using vet wrap and make sure you're using gauze underneath because it can cause more problems than what's necessary just because of the tightening and self-adhesive aspect. This is why I unroll and re-roll my vet wrap so that there's less tension, and if I need to pull more, I make sure to hold the bandaging down so that it's not twisting the bandaging. You also want to make sure the bandaging is extremely flat, little to no wrinkles or creases in it. I'm also going to make sure that I go under the hoof as far as I can to help hold the bandaging down so that it's not going to go slide up her leg. One product I typically like a little bit more than vet wrap is Elasticon, partially because it's sticky so it'll stick directly to the horse, but it's a thicker material so that they don't tear through the bottom while they're walking. You'll notice the pattern of going under the hoof and then up and around the pastern. This is partially due to the fact that I want to create an even pressure throughout the entire bandaging, and it helps to secure things a little better going back and forth. I've been using an entire roll of vet wrap, so it may not make a difference, but I like to end it right at a spot that I don't think she's going to take it off, and then secure the whole bandaging together by patting it down. Because Penny is a bit of a three-nager right now, I put bitter yuck on there so she leaves the bandage alone. Here you can see a couple different angles of how far the bandaging should be under the foot to keep it down. I make sure to do new bandaging every day so that she has a clean, fresh, dry bandage, and so far the healing process has been great.